What's happening? What's going on? Happy long weekend to my fellow Canadians. And just a happy Monday to those of you who aren't celebrating a long weekend this weekend. In Canada, it's Victoria Day long weekend, also known as May 24 long weekend, also known as just May 24. We celebrate this day called Victoria Day that celebrates the Queen Victoria if past. Whatever, we get an extra day of long weekend. Do we complain? We do not. However, today we have a comeback reaction. So this is a very special reaction video, and it is actually for GOT7's comeback. Now, GOT7, for those of you who don't know, is a 7-member group from JYP. Now, that was something that people could open up with maybe a couple months back, or maybe more than a year now. But after GOT7's contract had ended with JYP, all of them individually, they are now, kind of going different and separate ways. But it's kind of like a first in history where a group that has left its original agency is able to keep the group's promotional name. So yes, GOT7 is able to still promote now as GOT7, but they obviously have to establish like a whole new agency kind of thing to manage their activities as GOT7. And so GOT7 is just like it's like GOT7 2.0 now. Very, very cool. And this really is interesting because it opens up the doors to a lot of other groups that are coming from big agencies as well, and thinking, if they are to also leave, could they also, have the chance to continue promoting under, their group name? And there are a handful of groups that are coming up on that kind of 7-year mark of their contract. And so food for thought. And what does this mean for the future of K-pop? So very interesting. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. So the comeback the comeback title track for this, for GOT7 is Nanana. So that's like the Nanana or the Nanana, or however you want to put it. But knowing GOT7, it's gonna be something good. And so also, unlike before, some of their comeback music videos, you might have had to go to JYP's YouTube channel to view them upon release. But I think looking at the GOT7 channel now, most, if not all, of their music videos have also been moved to the GOT7 YouTube channel. So from a business perspective, that's very interesting. Does that mean JYP's not collecting royalties anymore? Or how does that work? Is there like a new profit sharing that needs to go on? It's very, very interesting. But let's check out this comeback. Ooh. It looks fun. 나 지금 심심해란 말이도 내 손이 바빠 대화가 끊기지 않게 마주 가고 싶은 너에게 가로세로처럼 취향을 말해줘 널 알아가게 마음과 마음이 닿게 손과 손이 닿게 쉬다 가도 돼 넌 나의 품에 오늘 네 옆자리 나 널 웃게 해줄 사람 나 기분 네가 좋아 나 모든 게 난 궁금해 skirt. Yo, that's a real peacock. Yo, real birds.
모든 길은 열어둬 서는 지원해줘 직구적은 뭐 어때 이대로 좋잖아 오늘 네 옆자리 나나나 너롭게 해줄 사람 나나나 기분 네가 좋아 나나나 모든 게 난 궁금해
That lip bite.
하고 있는 것 같은데 대체 뭐가 망설여져 조금씩 마음을 풀어놔도 돼 알고 싶어
Major boyfriend vibes with that look.
너의 모든 게 다 사소하더라도 알려줘 네 모든 걸 오늘 네 옆자리 나나나 널 웃게 해줄 사람 나나나 기분 네가 좋아 나나나 모든 게 난 궁금해
Skirt, skirt. That ending was so cute. Na, na, na. So you guys know what 3 nas it is. Na, na, na. Also, it's probably not a GOT7 song if you're not gonna get that skirt, skirt in there. Bam, bam. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? So GOT7 had already sort of established their like own signature sound already, you know, towards the end of their time with JYP. But that being said, it's always a very versatile sound, like from things to, from, you know, Not by the Moon to like Last Piece to this Nanana. Like it's very versatile, their style and their sound. But when you listen to GOT7 now, you know you're listening to GOT7. Everyone just has a very signature sound in that aspect. So kudos to that. I think this is a very nice, like easy to listen to song. And it's a very, very good sort of thing to come back to as your group, you know, is stepping forth in a new direction. That being a direction with more freedom, I guess you can say. And so it'll be very interesting to see if musically they take a very, very different direction in the other songs for this comeback album. So this is a debut, well, not debut, but like a re-debut album for them, as the new version of GOT7, no longer sort of associated with JYP from that perspective. And it's a full album for them, self-titled GOT7. So it's like that, you know, step, like I said, in a new phase of their lives as GOT7. Individually, since leaving JYP, they've all been very flourishing in their own thing. Some of them had already paved that way for themselves prior to the end of their contract. Like for example, Jackson with his Team Wang, like he already paved the way for that. And I think he mentioned on a podcast where he was talking about Team Wang, his label, and sort of the limitations that he had faced during his time is like he could not promote Team Wang in Korea as he was promoting GOT7 and still being associated and with JYP at the time. Now there isn't that sort of, you know, connection, but I feel like for Jackson himself, he takes his label in a very different direction and style as well. He's walking more along a global sort of scale and a more global sort of image and sound as well. And even when it's not that, like, it's also Chinese representation. So there's that part of it as well. Whereas other members are very actively promoting in Korea. Mark is also like, he has like, you know, some releases and he was doing some stuff. He went back to LA and now he's kind of back in Korea doing something as well. So lots of back and forth, and Bam Bam too as well. So he had his fan meeting, solo fan meet in Thailand, where his mom showed up. Oh, so emotional. So emotional. It's this whole thing, this comeback actually came at a very interesting time because it was yesterday or 2 days ago on my Facebook that I was like, oh, share this memory. And it's like a memory from me going to GOT7's sort of like quote unquote fan meeting here in Toronto when they came for KCON Toronto one year. And I was just like, oh, what a perfect time. And for this comeback, actually, GOT7 did a fan meeting / showcase / whatever you want to call it, mini concert as well in Korea, which was like sold out within seconds, I heard. So kudos to them. Love to see that the fans, I GOT7s, are still like so supportive of GOT7, even though they're no longer associated with the label. Like, who cares? Does the label actually make that much of a difference? Like, before and after, like, from leaving the label? Not really. Because, like, what really matters is being able to still be together as a group, right? The label, although helped birth the concept and birth the group, is not all that makes up for the group. So this song, so good, so easy to listen to, beautiful music video. I love the use of CG in here. That was very like subtle, and then also the sets that they were done were really cool too. That circle flower sort of ceiling structure I've definitely seen before. I think in like 17, but like very cool. The thing that surprised me the most was definitely the birds. Like, a real peacock was used in this music video, my friends. A real peacock. And that little bird too. So, very interesting. Woo-hoo-hoo. 713k likes. And sitting at 4.3 million views. Come on, we can get this higher. The vocals and the visuals are really addictive and good. They're back like they never left. But somehow even better. Their light shines from within and it really shows in their performance. Ooh, so artistic. You say it better than I do. So elegant. I literally have just been crying the whole music video. I'm going to have to watch it again later. Everyone looks so happy. Our boys. Yeah, there were instances in here where it was like close-up shots of them like just like smiling, but it just felt so nice. Like, I don't know. It just felt really nice. It was like freedom. I'm loving the comment section here. Everyone appreciating our boys, even some non-agases. This makes it more wholesome. GOT7, the world is better place with you. Aww. You can really sense the growth they had after a year of focusing on their own careers. Freedom looks good on you, GOT7. I know it's like a running sort of like ha 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 kind of thing, but there's definitely a lot of truth to that, is coming from a label, and especially one of that magnitude, like known as the big three, right? So there's a lot of limitations to an idol and an idol contract, especially for boy groups and girl groups alike, and associated with that is definitely a lack of freedom. That is without a doubt. Like dating, just personal life, like being able to go back home, a lot of things like that. So, you know, I'm not saying once you leave the label, it's like you're breaking free from a cage, but you are definitely more flexible to do things that you probably might not have been able to do before. And that can be as, easily explained as Jackson and his personal label, Team Wang, and the limitations that he had while he was still, associated with JYP. So there's definitely a lot of, chains on that side of things. But yeah. Okay, let's go gander into the album. Like I mentioned, it is a self-titled album, GOT7. And yeah, it really marks like a new era of GOT7. And so very exciting. Okay, so it's like a mini album. Not an album. There are 6 tracks on here. Truth, Drive Me to the Moon, Nanana, 2, Don't Care About Me, and Don't Leave Me Alone. Those are 2 very conflicting titles. Don't Care About Me and Don't Leave Me Alone. So do you want us to care about you, or do you not want us to care about you? Do you want us to be together, or do you not want us to be together? Make up your minds. This mini album is already ordered and will be on the way to me soon after all the other things have been released. There's like 17 on there. There's the epic BTS like trilogy album that's gonna be on there as well. So there's a big order coming through. So keep an eye out on the Instagram for unboxing reels. Should we do like a YouTube live unboxing for all that stuff? If you happen to click into this video and happen to hear this and you think it'd be interesting, leave a comment and just be like, yeah, YouTube live. That's it for this one. Yeah, like I said, check out social medias and like and subscribe if you like what you see, and go listen to GOT7. That's it. Bye.